Hi all, welcome back to Europa Universalis, The Price of Power. This is the Ambitious Margrave solo scenario. It's my part 28. Yeah, so part 27 finished and I was not really comfortable with how it ended and if we had done things right. To be honest, looking back on it, I wasn't far away, but I needed questions answered in there, really, didn't I? My first thought of dealing with it was because it felt like it was difficult to ask questions. What I found is, well, hang on, I'll just tell you what I'd done initially. Initially, I thought if Martin was able to watch back in the video footage, in a reasonable amount of time, he maybe give his opinion on what he thinks should have happened. However, that is asking a bit a lot. So I sent him the link to the file, and obviously, busy with other things, and it was a bit much to think that he would just get that message, watch the video, and get right back to me as quick. I mean, I'm only talking about yesterday, sometime that I'd recorded that, so it was a bit much of an ask. So I did post it to him though, but since then I thought, well, if I can take a picture of this situation and explain that, then I could probably pop it on the Discord. So that's what I've done. And actually I could probably do with what Roberto said actually. So hang on a second. So I'm basically, I laid out the question. I suppose I can read through all this. Yeah, it's on the Discord, but I suppose not everybody's got access to the Discord. So it says, so I said, hi all, Brandenburg have previously taken ownership of Lübeck and Mecklenburg, these two, right? And in Pomerania, in the area of Pomerania. That slight confusion, the fact that this is the area of Pomerania, this is the realm of Pomerania, and the only name in Pomerania is the actual area, none of the realm. But anyway, so I said, then Brandenburg declares war on Pomerania in Pomerania. So these two provinces, Stettin and what's the other one? Stralsund. So they win the land battle, but unfortunately end up with only one unit remaining. Next action, they siege in Stettin. So we've sieged there. And we've got an occupying marker with one of our towns, but however an unrest. And we weren't able to siege Stralsund because we only had the one siege strength. So next action, the siege in Stettin, now planning to siege in Stralsund on their next action. However, Denmark then carries out a military action and rolls Pomerania on the targeting chart. Now, I didn't quite word that right. What I should have said was it rolls realm in Pomerania on the targeting chart. So I wasn't given the perfect information there though. So rolls on Pomerania on the targeting chart. Does Denmark have a valid target in Pomerania to place a claim and declare war? Cheers. And I was able to link the image that I'm just showing just now. So Mix, that's how I pronounce it. Mix, Mikhs. I think his name's Roberto, but I mean it's got Mix there, so that's how I should call him. Yes, it is. The NPR still exists. Okay, so that was kind of brief. So, but he is basically saying that Denmark has a valid target in Pomerania to make a claim there and declare war. It's still a valid target. I said, okay, thanks. So it puts a claim in the area of Pomerania. Does it then declare war on the realm of Pomerania? And can it attack, then siege Stettin, even though I have an unrest town in Stettin? He says, Stettin is occupied by you. The only way for them to siege it is if they would declare war on you too. They would declare war on the realm of Pomerania and try to siege Stralsund. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen, and that's what I think we decided on was going to happen. So it looked like it was kind of going to plan, and then I says, okay, gotcha, thanks, cheers. And then I followed up with, when I remembered later, I says, actually, would they not have considered declaring war on me rather than Pomerania? Cheers. So then this is when Mix comes back. He says, if the target was, and then it's got the greater than symbol, the forward Yeah, the greater than symbol to tell you it's a realm name. If the target was Pomerania, they declare war on them. If it was realm in Pomerania, which it was, and I didn't make that clear at the beginning, they prefer a realm with a capital in the mentioned area. So I prefer a realm in the name and a realm with a capital in the mentioned area. So they're looking for a realm in Pomerania. Well, there's only... Well, there's one realm in Pomerania, there's Brandenburg. And this is where it started making me think, oh dear, are they going to go for me? Because I am in Stettin, I occupy Stettin, which is the capital of Pomerania. So that is the only realm capital in there. The thing is, Mecklenburg and Lübeck were capitals in themselves of their own realms, but now we own them. But is it because we don't own this as such it makes it relevant? If we own this Stettin, if we own Stettin, I'm not sure. I'm still a bit confused as would Denmark declare war on me then if we own Stettin? That doesn't really make sense because my capital is in this area, Berlin, as I've said. So anyway, let me read on. So I said, yeah, it was realm in Pomerania. So my thinking was they couldn't go for me as my capital is not in the area. But that's got me thinking that as I occupy the capital of Pomerania, then maybe they do go for me, ? And then he replies that if you would have been occupying them, then they would have targeted you, yes. So he's saying that they would actually declare war on Brandenburg. Now, I'm not sure if we... Well, hang on. How do you get that occupied marker away grant? That doesn't happen until you go into the peace step, don't you? So that's going to be occupied until then. So I think I want to say that what he's saying is because it's occupied, because Stettin's occupied, it's still recognised as being the capital of Pomerania. Whereas these aren't recognised as being the capitals. Or, well, maybe I'm getting this wrong though. Is Lübeck still recognised as the capital of... Well, I guess it's Lübeck. If I look up Lübeck, it just says Lübeck, doesn't it? Alphabetical listed by capital area. Yeah, and Mecklenburg is just its own thing as well, which is the capital of Mecklenburg, I think. But, I mean, I'll leave this as a question here. I mean, are these still considered to be capital cities of... Is that a capital of Lübeck, and is it a capital of Mecklenburg? Or are they just, what I think is Brandenburg, part of Brandenburg? That's what I think. And maybe what's happening here is this isn't quite part of Brandenburg yet because it's just occupied. Now, if it wasn't like that, if we had the town in that and that occupied marker was away, then I think Denmark... would Denmark still declare war on the other half of Pomerania there, Stralsund? I think they probably would. I don't think then they would look at me and say, "Oh, I'm occupying." Well, maybe they would. Well, he did answer with, if you would have been occupying them, then they would have targeted you. Yes, which suggests maybe if I was owning Stettin, then maybe they wouldn't target me. Who knows then? Who knows? Well, it was a bit complex and whatever. So I need to round things a little bit. Now, let us give... First of all, while it's in my mind, let's take the bot power away. Because they... Wait, hang on, that would have been a gain bot power grant. That would have came from the supply, right? They gained the bot power because they won a naval battle in the water, didn't they? Which shouldn't have happened. So I've took that away, but we are still going to have to go back to their military action. They've got their target. Now, no, thing is, the target is now an opponent. So I need to go back to there and see what happens. So I've taken the gained bot power back for them winning that battle, because that wouldn't have happened. Right, let me look at this chart and work out what we need to do here. Okay, so we're back here. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take the... No, I'll leave the war marker there because... Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to resolve. Right, so we went to the military targeting chart and we... If an NPR place a claim. Oh dear. So, and then it came up Realm and Pomerania, and then it's going to look at Stettin. It's going to look at Pomerania, and that's what it was wanting to declare war. Now, are we still placing a claim? Is it still an NPR? How can it be an NPR though? And then we go target as an opponent and say yes. Oh dear. Because actually I made... I was looking back, I haven't actually put a claim token in there, but I was thinking, I'll need to remember and put a claim in there, because there needs to be a claim put in there. But now I'm not sure. Damn. I had a feeling it wasn't maybe still resolved. I felt like there was more I needed to ask there. We've in the military targeting chart, we've got Pomerania, no, a realm in Pomerania as a target. Well, hang on, Grant. The realm result came up as being Brandenburg and not Pomerania, is it? There's a realm in Pomerania, and that turns out to be Brandenburg. So I think it does go target as so we don't actually put a claim in there. Target as an opponent, yes. Has Casus Belli? Well, no. It doesn't. Well, let's just double check that one. Right, so they're all there. So, well, my take is that there's not a claim being put in. A call to arms consists of constitutes a CB. That's not what happens. He's coming in here, well, he's maybe not actually declaring war now, is he? He's coming in there, he's wanting to declare war. He doesn't have that. It's not an event. It's not a disputed succession. Excommunication, holy war. Yeah, I mean, it's not... It needs to be the likes of this, or maybe this that's allowing him to do it, or possibly an event or something like that. I mean, even these we're not seeing being put into use, so I don't think there's a Casus Belli then. So if that is the case, then it takes this red dotted arrow away down to here, and then asks the question, is Papal Controller, turns out he is actually, is Papal Controller can call crusade and target as Muslim? Well, we're not Muslim, so that's a no. Okay, so it's not going to place a claim anyway. So place claim on target, prefer adjacent, then capital. Alright, if we had multiple... Oh, right. Prefer adjacent, then capital. And then it's actually going to end the turn. So there's not going to be any war as such declared, is there? No. It's not reached the declare war step there, because of how that happened now. Okay, so first things first, the army should be back in Jutland, because we moved the army. Oh, the war token is there. That is us still at war with Stettin and Stralsund. This war token is going to come off. And in actual fact, they are now not at war with Austria. So I'll take that off. And the one that was on Vienna. Okay, so set them aside. They might be... not put them back in the box. I think they might be getting used again. So... yeah, because it's not a non-player realm if he's targeting us. We are Brandenburg. So now it's interesting though, it says place claim on the target, but prefer adjacent. Ah, right, so prefer adjacent then capital. So, and what... yeah. What my take on that is, it wants to prefer a realm... well, sorry, it wants to prefer an area where we have... where part of a realm is that is adjacent to their area. And that would be Pomerania. If it wasn't adjacent, then they would want to prefer my capital, which is Berlin and the Brandenburg area. Okay, that's... okay, I'm feeling like that's okay. So I'm going to get another claim. Not 7 or 8. Well, I think 7 and 8 are out. Well, I've ended up with 5 again for them. That's just coincidence. So they're putting a claim in. Right, so the claim is going in Pomerania area. The thing is, how do they... once that, if that's all they've put in there, a claim, they've not put a declare war, that now means that they are... that's not making... well, hold on. If it comes to next time and they go, are they at war? No. Have they got a claim? Yes. And we roll a dice, and let's just say that we rolled a 5. Then you would select the realm for which this claim is valid. Prefer opponent, then highest NPR strength. Have you got to remember then the fact that this claim is not just... select realm for which this claim is valid. How do you remember that? I mean, without just trying to remember it. And then it's got in brackets, prefer opponent, then highest NPR strength. So it's actually preferring to target me anyway. Okay. And then it goes on, and then it would, I think, come to the step to actually declare war on us. Okay, well, we can move from there then. And like I say, I took the boat power back off them because they didn't win a battle. That's another thing that didn't happen. The alliance didn't get called. And we removed the cube. Oh, hang on. They got 2 bot power as well. I removed the cube from there. And for some reason they got 2 bot power. What was that for? For each such ally, removed 2, but they were reducing it to 1 and gained 2 bot power. So they've actually got 2 more bot power I should take away, I think. Because they gained that through their call to arms. Yeah, that's right. And then I was scratching my head a little bit, again, thinking about what benefits does ally bring you, but that, for the bot, that's the only thing that it benefits you from, is I think that 2 extra bot power. Because remember when we made the blunder of using allied units, because for us, you can see that we called our ally and we were able to get allied units, but the bot doesn't use allied units. So that would have been an extra benefit. So that influence got put back in there. The alliance got put back to normal. They got another 2 bot power removed there because they wouldn't have gained that. Because none of that would have happened. Yeah, that's right, I think. Bot as an Imperial allies with 2. Yeah. Okay, and then hold on. Also, the HRE got activated, so that gets taken away. Oh, and I'll tell you what, we knocked ourselves down a prestige because when that's tagged defend HRE, we've got things that we've got to do. So that didn't happen. HRE. Did anything else happen with the HRE? Getting the Emperor will gain bot power equal to, yes. Yeah, so actually Austria gained 4 bot power, which you shouldn't have had because that was the HRE getting defended. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 away. You shouldn't have them as well. Right. And I think that's it. Okay, so that was a bit of a messy fix. Yeah, I think that's fixed it though. I think that's fixed it, and okay, it feels okay-ish. So if it does come to Denmark again, the thing is they're going to have to roll that claim number. So if they don't roll a 5, then they're not going to bother us. And we might get in there and finish off the job that we're trying to do in Pomerania, and then the problem is if we completely wipe out Pomerania and it becomes Brandenburg, we own all the provinces in it and it becomes Brandenburg. If they were to roll a realm in Pomerania as a target, it would be us, wouldn't it, Grant? Wouldn't it? I think so. It would just be us, wouldn't it? I think it's just this, cause there's one that's not been taken and there's another one that is, and it does seem to be a bit of a tricky situation, that not for a beginner, and that's what I am. So, and because I like to try and get everything right, I want to make sure it's all working right. Okay, right. We'll go with that for now, and we can just see what happens later. Right. That was Denmark. We need. Oh yeah, it's our turn. Well, shouldn't we just? Shouldn't we just, like I say, finish the job? Well, it's not really finishing the job, but the good thing is Denmark now has only got 4 bot power left, and it's got 8. Just wondering there if that seems like an awful lot spent. Military action. Well, hang on. The card that they drew spent 1 bot power and discarded a military card. So that would have been done ages ago. I think that's right. I think we had to remove 3 because we gained 2 for the allied situation, and we gained 1 for winning the battle. When there wouldn't have been a battle, there wouldn't have been an ally. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because they didn't actually declare war. Okay. So so it's a good chance that Denmark. Well, has anybody taken the event yet? No, nobody's taken an event. Denmark possibly take the event next turn then. So yeah, well, it's our turn, like I was saying. So should we just siege in Stralsund then? I mean, that was my plan. I think I should. So, I took note of something on my phone. What was it again? Just before I take my turn, let's find out what that was. I can't remember what it was. Something that caught my eye. Naval battle, question mark. Yes. Yeah, well, obviously there wasn't a naval battle. Oh, actually. Did we not have a naval battle earlier? Well, this was part 27. Let's look at the naval battle flowchart again, though. I think that'll maybe tell me what it is I was thinking. So it was noted in part 27, so it must have been when Denmark declared war on what we thought was Pomerania, Stralsund, and then there was a naval battle. Now, they've only got one... Well, actually, they had... Yeah, well, did they have 2 ports, though? Anyway, naval battle. Enemy is a player realm. Well, no, it wasn't. That's not what we were looking at. It's this here. I think I'm reading this wrong. It says roll battle dice, because there's no way that you're going to get these numbers. And I was thinking back to the one where Bridger, there was a naval battle down. Was it not in Venice? And there was like lots of ports in Venice. I think hostile ships. What I'm basically saying is hostile ships. I think means the hostile to the bot. It doesn't mean the bot ships. It means the NPR ships. And I think that's what I was getting right. Because let's just say, in fact, let's just say Stettin was still there. Let's just say Stettin and Stralsund are both Pomeranian. I've not occupied it, because I don't know if it counts when it's occupied. It probably doesn't, and probably is only one hostile ship. But because they've got 2 ports, they can muster 2 ships. So their artillery dice is going to be 2. Now, 2, well, it could be less than or equal to 2. If this was Norway, wasn't it? If Norway didn't have any adjacent ports, but they do, so it wouldn't have mattered in that case. But you can see that if they had 3 or 4 ports, they would have 3 or 4 ships. I think that's right. Let's look at the main rules for naval battle. Now, yeah, this could be different because this is not against the bot. Now, I came to naval capacity first because I thought that might be relevant. Naval capacity is a measure of how many ships a realm can muster in a sea zone. A realm's naval capacity for any given sea zone is equal to the tax value of the ports that they own that face that particular sea zone. NPRs also count their vassals' ports for naval capacity. This value is used to determine how many ships a player realm can place into a sea zone during a recruit units action, and how many ships an NPR will use to defend a sea zone when under attack. And that's what it is right there, isn't it? So it was page 28 for the actual naval battle. So page 28, naval battles. Any point during an action phase of peace and rebel says the naval battle will commence if any of the situations occur. Ships hostile to each other end up in the same sea zone. Well, that didn't happen. A player realm wishes to fight pirates. That's not relevant. Ships move into a sea zone. No. Player realm ships are located in a sea zone where, upon a declaration of war, one or more NPR ports become hostile to the player realm. See page 36. It's going to go to non-player realm stuff. So that's what's happened there. But it's just going to use the naval capacity. And if Stettin and Stralsund were both just fine as Pomerania, then their naval capacity would be 2 and not just the 1. I was counting the 1 as being the hostile ships, as in the Danish ship, which isn't the right thing. But actually, the wording on it, I don't know. Again, might just be me. But it certainly threw me hostile ships, and I thought, right, there's 1 Danish ship there, so it's 1. That wasn't what I was asking. NPR behaviour. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I need to go through this anymore. I think it's fine. Yeah, that probably here. Well, hang on. NPR defending sea zones. Each time a player realm moves, no. A naval battle will also be triggered if you have ships, and no, it's not that one. If there are ships hostile to your NPR enemy, no, it's not that. It's this one here. A naval battle will also be triggered if you have ships in such a sea zone when you declare war. Well, I can't remember. Right. I think it counts the ports of the NPR, and that's what hostile ships is referring to. Because we're actually meant to put the ships on the map. I'm meant to take I'm meant to count the ports of the NPR and put that many hostile ships in the area, and then so the artillery dice is going to be equal to the number of hostile ships. So if we had 4 ports there, we would get 4 ships, we would roll 4 artillery dice, and we would have a chance to, we would need to beat or equal a 2 plus the adjacent bot port. So let's just say the bot ports were 2 as well or something, then we would need to roll 4 and get 4. It's not a tough one to call, I think, but if you had a strong fleet and port, and I mean NPRs I don't think are ever going to have ships sitting out there in the water, are they? So, you know. Yeah, and then just to find out, this is probably a bit of this. I like that very first. Naval battles versus NPRs, because this is in the solo rules. When a bot fights a naval battle versus an NPR, always roll a number of artillery dice equal to the number of non-player realm ships, Grant. That's when it says hostile ships, it's non-player realm ships. You know what? Wish it said that in the chart, and then I wouldn't have had this trouble. But there you go, I don't know. If the number of artillery dice rolled greater than or equal to 2 plus bot's adjacent port, the bot loses and must move its ship. If less than that, the bot wins and its ship stays on the map. Okay, so it's the number of artillery dice equal to the number of NPR ships. Why couldn't it say that? Why couldn't it say that there? Artillery dice equals NPR, number of NPR ships. Well, could it be that there might not be NPR ships? No, because it's coming from... Is it a player realm? No. So it must be a non-player realm. So why can it not just say non-player realm ships? Anyway, okay. Thing is, though, I've done that one before, so I should have remembered how it worked, but well, I clearly didn't. Right, I'm just looking for Siege again here. Should be next page, I think. Right, page 24, no, 26 maybe? No, I'm still going. 28, Sieges and Occupation. Now, just because they've got a claim there, I was just wondering if there's anything else stopping me from the following step. Pick an area with 1 plus enemy controlled provinces but no enemy units, where you have 1 plus land units. Remember, we still got that one. Well, let's just hope that the allied unit is allowed to do what it's doing. Yeah, that's... I mean, he's still in the army, isn't he? Even though he's an allied unit. He is an ally to us, and we've got this active ally thing flipped over. So, I mean, I think it's okay that he's still in our army. Well, I'm sticking with that now, anyway. So, yeah, we have 1 plus land unit. Our total siege strength is over 1, but we're only wanting to siege 1 province. So it's going to cost me 1 military power, which I'm going to spend. And then we are going to get another occupy marker. So into Stralsund. And we'll get another one of our towns. And unrest. Oops, careful. Yeah, our tax income's going up again. It's good, it's good. And that's our siege. Yeah. When sieging an NPR province, place an occupied token, then one of your own towns with unrest side facing up. That's it. Yeah, simple as that. We spent the power for it. Okay, so back to Austria, who are at war in a few places. Well, not as many as they were before when we started this part. So they're at war and... Well, no. Yeah, this was one that, like, right, really flustered me. Yeah, it's in the rulebook, so... But there's a war going on down here as well in Ragusa. And this war's happening up there. But this can still happen. So, yeah, I mean, they're at war. However, I mean, they've still got bot power greater than their spent bot power. So, yeah, let me just look. Main turn structure, so doesn't apply. They're not under attack by enemies or rebels. No. Army on the map board and can siege in same area. No. Yeah, their army moved into here, didn't it? It was on the way down to here. So no. No colonist. Spent bot power is greater than what's left. No, they're just going to draw a bot card, actually. So they need another military action to be able to then carry this out. The only thing is, I think, am I right in saying if they got the military card, they then need to roll the dice and get a 5 before they were going to carry that out? No, because they're at war with us, Grant. They've already done this bit, I think. Right, they're going to draw a card. Okay, so draw a bot card for bot number 1, which is Austria Papal Curia Spy. However, with war, now they are at war spy. Right, interestingly, well, we can go and look at the spy action, Grant. So it's going to cost them 2 bot power. I'm going to spend that first. 1, 2. Right, and then they're going to flip an administrative card. Oh, the stretch over. We'll flip that over. And we get +1 advisor, man of the church. It's talking about religion and whatever. Okay, so that's discarded. Yeah, because they're at war, they're going to do the spy action. But, I mean, they are at war because this is here. If this wasn't here, that last turn, we eventually found out that this was still counted as at war, but for the choices, it was not at war. Well, what does it say in there? It says, at war, question mark. If the only active wars are with realms with no remaining provinces, if the only active wars are at realms with no remaining provinces, i.e. all occupied, yeah, because they are only at war with Bavaria, aren't they? They're not at war with the other realms in that area. Although the claim, if they rolled the claim, that could lead them to be at war with them, but however. So, i.e. all occupied, then treat the bot as not at war for the purposes of all choices except peace resolution. So, I think my take on that would be that this wouldn't apply this war's, the spy command, and it would go Papal Curia. However, it would go Papal Curia, and if it didn't do that, it would then do spy like that, I think. However, anyway, they are at war, and, well, we can see where the spy is going to take us, and we can sort of say, well, if this wasn't at war, and it was this, and then it might make no sense to do it anyway, so that's probably what might happen. So we're looking for the spy action. There it is. Right, we'll have a look at this. Right, so here's the spy action. So, spy. At war with any opponent. No, this is... Well, we're not at war, actually, anyway. This is Austria. And no, we've removed the war for Denmark. So, no. At war with NPR. Yes. Alright, at war with any opponent. If they weren't at war with an NPR, it would then be select an opponent to go and do the covert action. That's nasty. Right, so at war with any opponent. So, see if they weren't at war with Ragusa right now. Well, to be honest, we wouldn't be carrying out this action though, would we? Because we've decided if we weren't at war with Ragusa, then it wouldn't trigger this. I don't believe. So we would do Papal Curia. Let's just say we've done Papal Curia and we weren't able to resolve that, and we come down to spy. Then, and let's just say we're not at war with Ragusa. What would have happened, Grant? At war with any opponent? No. At war with NPR? That would be a no then, and then it would go and target us. Oh well, not maybe it could be Denmark or us. Yeah, but anyway, we are at war with Ragusa, and that's why we're carrying this out before the Papal Curia action. So no. At war with NPR, yes. So it's going to actually go to military action anyway. All right, okay. Right, I wasn't going to show this. I'm going to go back to the map, but because the camera was over here, I thought we'll start here. So military at war, yes. So yes, select enemy realm with greatest strength. Right, there's only one option there. They've only got one enemy, is Ragusa. So we selected that. If army is less than 3 units, increase army size to 3 units. Its army is 11 or something. 11, yeah. So, army size... Oh, hang on. If army, do that. Army size is greater than 2 times target strength. Yes, it is. Army is on the map board. Yes, it is. Check for Mac. Well, I'm checking we're still in an area that we can trace back to our capital. More adjacent to our capital. So, it's unlimited. Is it unlimited? Yeah, I think unlimited. Can siege in current area? No. Hostile units in area 1 to 2 spaces away? Yes. Move army to enemy area in range? Yeah. Triggers battle? Yes. Go to land battle and then end the turn, gain a ball power. Okay. Yeah, so it basically means the army is moving into here, moving into Dalmatia or Dalmatia. And is going to have a battle against Ragusa. Yeah, so this land battle is going to be pretty lame. Oh, actually, hold on. It didn't ask me about a naval battle. Did I miss something? Or the way it brought me down there, though. At war, yes. Select enemy realm. Army is greater than, right? Yes. Army's on the map board, yes. Can siege an area, no. Hostile units, yeah. Move army to enemy. Triggers battle. Yeah, it's not doing a naval battle here. I think it triggers... Well, in fact, did we not already have a naval battle here? Yeah. I think we did. Well, I would have counted that right, because Ragusa would only... He would only done one ship, because he's only got one port. So, that would have been fine. In fact, I wouldn't have rolled any dice because I would realise. But it would have still been okay, yeah. Even the fact I was reading it wrong, it didn't matter in that case. Right, so it's a land battle then. Yeah. And then they're going to gain... So, ball land battle, enemy is player realm, no. So they're going to roll infantry dice equal to number of hostile units. And yeah, what should happen here is Ragusa produces 1 unit because it's only got a tax value of 1, and so its infantry dice is going to be equal to the number of hostile units. So we're going to roll 1 dice, 1 infantry dice for the realm of Ragusa, but bear in mind it's not going to win this battle. Well, it does get a hit though, so it hits 1 of the Austrian units. So we take, but I mean, it just goes back into there, and then it'll be back soon. So they hit 1. Just looking on. Bot has units remaining. Yes, it does. Remove all NPR units. Resolving bot receives 1 bot power if it's the first. If it's the first battle victory this turn, which it is, so it gains another bot power. And then remove defeated armies from the board, end the battle. That's it. Well, actually, that guy should be away. And they then end the turn. Okay, moving on. Denmark. Okay, so Denmark have got less cubes, and they're not at war, are they? So, yeah, well, they've not taken an event yet, Grant. So that's probably what they're going to do. Yeah, so... Doesn't apply, they're not under attack, their army is on the map but they can't siege, no colonists, their spent bot power is greater than what they've got left, they are not at war, so they're going to go up. Has a picked event? No, so they're going to go to event, pick the event. Okay, so event, already taken event? No, so we're going to roll dice. Six. 6 says, own event is revealed. Who's this? Denmark. No, there's an Austrian event revealed, that's all. So, own event is revealed, no. At war with opponent whose event is revealed. No, they're not at war with an opponent. So, no. So, pick leftmost revealed event. Gain 1 bot power if ducats on the event. Well, they're not, so I'm going to grab the first. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the first event. I'm going to bring it down here. And then I'm going to put 2 ducats. Oh, by the way, I was watching more of Bridger's stuff, and I did notice that although he started talking about putting 1 coin on again, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 coins together. I think he is doing it right, is what I'm saying. It looks like he was only putting 1 on, but I think he was putting 2 on. So these 2 become revealed. I suppose I shouldn't really move these. Well, it doesn't matter. They're going to keep their position. So I suppose I can move it along a bit. And then we're going to see what this is, which is kind of important. It's not got any symbols. Just got a cardinal dies. The printing press. It's not our event, but the good thing is our ruler's not going to die. That's annoying. Our general wouldn't have died as well, though. We lost him in that. But oh no, yeah, that all did happen. Okay, so the printing press. So now we're going to go down and look at the event. So it's picked event. It didn't gain bot power because there was no ducats on it. Is this an opponent's event? It is not. Resolve option A on the event. Right, well there's no option A or B on this event. So however, we're just going to resolve the whole event. Then we'll do secondary effects. He does not. Well, we better do that because this could affect what happens next. So we'll come back. I'll come back to that. I mean, at the moment he's only got 4 ball power, so he needs 10 to be able to carry on and do something else. Right. Well, hang on. We need to go and get. We need to go and get the event suggestion file out. Let's just read it first. You gain 1 military power. All players who have negative. Oh yeah, we looked at this already. All players who have negative stability or 3+. Oh, I've only got 2 exhausted. Ooh, how lucky is that? I've got 2 exhausted. Yeah, that's right, because we didn't put the other 2 in the army, but they were available. So, however, it might be totally different once I look at the event suggestion now. And that's what we're going to use. All players who have negative stability or 3+ exhausted manpower must decrease their stability by 1, ouch, and gain 1 unrest for every 2 exhausted manpower. Then place a rebel for each added unrest. All players must immediately roll rebel dice for affected areas. Okay, well, that wasn't going to affect us, so I'm now a bit concerned that it might once I get this event suggestion file opened. Okay, so there we go. It's the Peasants' War, 13A-2, Peasants' War. All bot gains 1 unrest, no other effect for bots. So hang on. No. Oh, excuse me. That's just. I find them a little strange when I read them. It's quite nothing really to do with. Well, it's not. It's not nothing to do with it. There is unrest getting placed. So all bots gain 1 unrest. It says. Well, I suppose that balances some things out. It's not really. I like the card. Is what I'm saying. You know, the first bit is you gain. I mean, the bot would gain a bot power there, and then the other bit we don't know because they don't have. Admittedly, they don't track stability or exhausted manpower for that fact. So fair enough. How can a bot resolve? All that would happen here to a bot is it would gain 1 bot power if you followed the text on the card. But it's in bold, which means that the words on that replace this card completely, or replace that text completely. That was my understanding. It does say that, doesn't it? Description has no /. The text replace normal and modified event effects. Text replace normal and modified events effects. So it just does replace the whole text, yeah? Yeah, so it doesn't want to look at all players who have negative stability or 3+ exhausted manpower. Which, I would dodge that bullet anyway, but, you know, just please tell me if I'm maybe getting that wrong, though. So none of this would affect me. Apart from, I did wonder about the last bit, because it says all players must immediately roll rebel dice, and then it says for affected areas, though. So would that just be for the areas that were applied by this? I think I asked this already. Because we do have 2 times with unrest. So if we were rolling rebel dice, you know, we've got 2 times that are unrest, but not through the event happening here. But would we still have rolled these dice? I mean, I'm not going to, because I'm going to say that this overrides it, and the Peasant Ward basically just says all bot gains 1 unrest. No other effect for bots. See, no other effect for bots. No mention of the player though. But it is in bold, which means it replaces it. That's what it says, Grant. Text replace normal and modified events effects. It replaces it. Whereas the one, if it had the /, you apply the normal effects or modified effects from page 9 in the solo rules, plus the text that's been added here, if any. So, you know, you would look at the card and do it, and then let's just say Black Army of Hungary. You would do what was on the card, and then you would also, Austria bot would re-roll until it takes another event. You know, that's what you would do. But if it's in bold, it just gets replaced. So all bots are going to gain 1 unrest. Yeah, like I said already, I kind of would quite like to have played the card out. But how could you have dealt with that card for the bot? Because they don't track exhausted manpower, they don't track stability. So, you know, you would struggle to do it. So Austria is going to gain, who's this resolving this? This is Denmark, so I suppose we should do them first. So they're going to lose, they're going to take 1 unrest. So how does that work again? I think it's just, what we target. When given the option to select a province, area or C-zone to add unrest. Always do it alphabetically, but then you've got the when applying an effect that directly hurts the bot, prioritise provinces, areas of the lowest possible tax. Yeah, so you're not going to put it on a big town. Yeah. And then you go alphabetically. So, well, they've got nothing in that unrest, have they? So they're going to pick two, no, was it 1? It was just 1, wasn't it? Yeah. So they're going to basically pick the small town that's alphabetically first. I've got Bergslingen. I think that's a winner. Yes. In the English dictionary, anyway. So that is going to go unrest. Yeah. Oh, what was that one? Oh, that's a big town anyway. Gotland. Yeah, it's just, it would pick the small towns first, like we said. And then also for Austria, again, a small town that's alphabetically first. Carnton's big. Crane, maybe. Crane. That one's an S, yeah. So Crane goes unrest. Right, and then there was no roll in a rebel dice. Certainly not on that part as well. So please tell me if I might be getting any of that wrong. I know I'm saying this an awful lot. Please tell me that. Please, please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm certainly not fully comfortable. Well, am I comfortable with any rules of any of these games that I've played? Let's just say they're big, complex games, and it's easy to miss things. You know, okay, I know these guys are just answering questions left, right, and centre, and they know everything. But yeah, good on them. But anyway, 2 squares in a circle. That's a plus. Yeah, we have got a circle. Yeah, so we are going to lose our military advisor as well. Yeah, that's fine. We've not got any pluses though, so that's not going to. So now we've got to resolve this. So we've got. Well, that's just down in the effects, but okay. Alright, so first one's attrition, resolved as normal. That's not going to be good, is it? We're going to lose a manpower or something there, I think. And just while I'm there, we've got the pirates one as well. Use auto resolution rules. There is a pirate out there as well, so I just wanted to look at them both before we then go and look in the main rule book. So resolved as normal, use auto resolution rules. Right, so here's the secondary effects. We're looking for attrition first. But it does say you do these left to right, so all player realms that are at war, alright, except you. So it's not going to affect Denmark. All player realms that are at war except you must remove 1 land unit as a casualty for every 4 deployed land units that they have. Well, we are alright then. So our deployed units are 1. Yeah, we're fine. So if we had an army of 4, we would remove 1 land unit as a casualty. If we had an army of 8, we would remove 2. That's going to hurt Austria then, because they've got 11. Oh, 1 short of 3 then. Yeah, so it's not affecting Denmark, which is just as well, because they've got 7. So all player realms that are at war, and Austria is at war. Actually, Denmark's not at war anyway. Just us and Austria. Except you must remove 1 land unit as a casualty for every 4 deployed land units that they have. So Austria's army has, like I say, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they've got 10, not 11. They've got 1 already. So 10, so they're going to lose 2. 2 4s are 8. There we go. Okay, well that bit was fine. And then the pirates was auto resolution. Right, pause there for some reason again. Done that yesterday as well. Right, auto resolution. Place the pirate. Oh, this is place the pirate ship. Yeah, I was thinking. Right, so place the pirate ship into the trade node with the most merchants. First tiebreaker expanded node, second tiebreaker random. Well, we had this before, and yeah, there's nowhere to put. Where's the ships? There's no node merchants out on any maritime trade nodes. Place a pirate ship into a maritime trade node of your choice if possible. This must be a node that has at least 1 merchant in it. Well, there's no merchants. Pirates reduce trade income. Right. So into the trade node with the most. First tiebreaker expanded node. There's none of that. So second tiebreaker is random. So well, I want to say we've done it the last time and rolled a d8, didn't we? And we just count from top to bottom, left to right. So this is the one that we ended up with the last time. So I'm only counting the 7 that are on this map. I'm not counting the distant continents one. Right, I'll just roll this off camera because that's a d8. Is that a d8? Yeah. So I've rolled a 7. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to move this rule book. Hang on. I hope it's not going to be in Bordeaux. That's where I want to put the rule book. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Bordeaux. 5. Oh no, 6. It's worse than Bordeaux. It's down here in Sevilla. Yeah, because there was only 7, and this is the last one. Grr. Well, what? Yeah. Oh, I can maybe put it over this side of the map and a wee piece of paper with the word Sevilla on it. Because this is where I want to put the rule book, and I'm still needing a lot of access to it. Okay, so I've just put it down there with a bit of paper written on it, so that we can avoid it being out there. To be honest, it's kind of out the way about that as well. So, but it does say random, so I don't know if you can get any more from that. Right, that's it. And then all ill health to pluses. Well, we've not got plus. We've got 2 squares and a circle. So that is that. That is Denmark taking their event. I'll put this down the bottom. Event deck, and now we know what the other event is as well. That's print and press. And then finally we'll move Denmark's event taken. So they're more than likely going to pass next turn, I think, now. So it's starting to get closer to the end of things. So yeah, we need to maybe watch what we're doing, and well, also we should really look at that event. Well, I'm at an hour there, so I think it's a good time to just stop. Oh, actually, I'm just want to come straight back. So I'm just going to stop the video, cut the video, and I'm going to come straight back with part, what will be 29, won't it? So, I'll be back in a bit. Cheers.